Demonstrations against Waqf Amendment Act has led to violence in India in the eastern state of West Bengal. At least 3 people died and 100 others were injured. The question is, why is Waqf Amendment Act on the management of Islamic endowments worth more than $14 billion leading to the violence that we are seeing today? Will it become the burning issue in upcoming state elections in India? Let me decode this for you. On April 15th, India's Supreme Court will hear petitions against the Waqf Amendment Act. The pleas are about government interference in these Muslim endowments and the constitutional validity of the law. The government asked the top court that its views should be heard before the ruling on the petitions. The Waqf issue is playing out in the courts now, in Parliament and state legislators on streets as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi described the Waqf reform as another step towards social justice and blamed the opposition Congress over minority appeasement. Both the Congress-led opposition and Modi's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party are blaming each other for politicizing this issue. While Waqf reforms are being portrayed by the government as progressive, opponents decry its provisions, such as the one that allows non-Muslims into Waqf boards, and the government's new powers in approving the Waqf properties that include land and buildings. Now, Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, has openly said Waqf Amendment Act will not be applicable in her state, which has around 25 million Muslims. 150 people have been arrested after violence over Waqf Act, and 5 companies of border security forces were deployed in Muslim-dominated districts. The question is, will the BJP government of Yogi Adityanath benefit from Waqf Amendment Act? That is when the state goes into election. Polarization along religious lines helped by Waqf Act controversies or any other related violence could perhaps help garner public sentiment in BJP's favor. Uttar Pradesh's opposition has always played caste and minority politics while also advocating for social justice. Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party and Congress created space for powerful castes and some Muslim leaders to win in key constituencies. The leaders are likely to try and translate the anger in a section of the Muslim community about perceived government intervention on the Waqf management into votes. Interestingly, the state has 37 Muslim-majority legislative assembly constituencies as opposed to 32 for Hindus. In the other 44 constituencies, different tribal groups are in majority. The controversial citizenship amendment legislation played out nearly a decade ago in the state. BJP was then able to turn public sentiment against illegal Muslim presence into votes. And the Waqf issue now could be another major turning point in the upcoming elections. The Rashtriya Janata Dal leaders could try to capitalize on anger over Waqf amendment. The allies of the BJP in the state are figuring out the potential political fallout. Janata Dal United and the Lok Jan Shakti Party, Ram Vilas, have been known to take a chunk of the Muslim votes through their social justice politics. Muslim anger might not bode well for them in the state elections at the end of this year. The leftist government in the southern state will use Waqf issue as a part of its larger social equality and secularism agenda. Muslims are politically influential and also in numbers significant in the northern districts of Kerala. Both the ruling CPIM and the main opposition UDF led by the Congress party are opposed to the Waqf amendment. Some unique court cases related to Waqf are being fought in Kerala. This includes some Christian families moving court against the declaration of their properties as Waqf property. Some of them joined the BJP in a public ceremony recently. Muslims constitute only 5.86% of Tamil Nadu's population, but it was among first states to see demonstrations over the Waqf amendment. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin described Waqf Act as disruptive of communal harmony and vowed to challenge it in the court. With a keen eye on the upcoming state elections, the DMK leader has been projecting himself as a challenger to the centre. His main issues were the delimitation of constituencies and the so-called Hindi language imposition by the centre. Waqf Amendment will easily become yet another issue for him to galvanize public opinion in his favor and against the BJP. As summarized here, the Waqf Amendment is emerging as a major political issue in India. It has already led to violent demonstrations and burning of public property. We will most likely see more incidents like the ones in West Bengal in the coming few days because all sides of the political divide are trying to use it for votes. Well, WION decodes complex issues in simple manner. What do you want us to decode next? Let me know in the comments below.